Today I set out on a solo camping trip in hopes of photographing my old friend, the Calliope Hummingbird. For the past couple of years, he's returned to the same old spot, which happens to be one of my favorite camping spots. It's mid-May now, and down in the valley, spring has come and gone. But 50 miles to the north, the high prairies are in full bloom, attracting all sorts of wildlife. I thoroughly enjoyed being on my own timeline, stopping on a whim just to launch the drone or to break out the camera. Perched along the old wooden fence posts, the mountain bluebirds took turns tending to their young. Our photo session was interrupted when a badger requested that I leave so he could eat his supper in peace. He wasn't very nice about it. So I said my farewells to Mr. Bluebird and carried on towards camp. When I had arrived at camp, my one neighbor was packing up to leave, and it looked as though I had timed the bloom just right. Once I had settled in, I grabbed my gear and set out on foot to see what friends I could find. This lazuli bunting was extremely curious about me and followed me everywhere. The geese, on the other hand, did everything they could to get away from me. The campsite was literally buzzing with excitement, and the Bullock's orioles took notice. There was two things for certain. The pollen was so thick, I had trouble keeping my lenses clean. And this osprey was eating my kokanee for dinner. Although they're not rare in my area, this was the first time I'd ever seen a YellowRumped Warbler. It's not often that I see a yellow warbler out in the wide open. Usually they're tucked away in a bush somewhere. Like this. I've only ever seen one western bluebird, and this is him. For the second year in a row, he's returned. Fully satisfied with the amount of birds I captured this afternoon, I decided to hang up the camera and bust out the fishing rod. Witnessing the osprey with the kokanee earlier was an intriguing sign, as this fishery's kokanee population has been on the decline. In the past, I've been able to catch several from the shore, which is a rarity. Usually you need a boat. The wind was relentless, and although I didn't land a kokanee, I did manage to land one smallmouth bass. It's been almost a full year since I've driven up the old logging road, so I was eager to explore. I had the whole trail to myself that day. For 10 miles, I didn't see a single soul. When I arrived back at camp, the sun was beginning to set, so I hastily began making a fire, threw up the tent, and began cooking dinner. Tonight's menu was my impromptu take on a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Exhausted and full, I retired to my tent for the evening. The next morning was much cooler, but that didn't stop the birds from singing. In fact, it might have caused some sort of fallout. The only bad part was the overcast conditions made the lighting less than ideal.
Is it an osprey? It might be an osprey. Osprey.
Just then, in the bush right behind me, I heard the familiar sound of a territorial hummingbird. I turned around, and there he was, my old friend, the calliope.
It was him. He's back. I got him. He's just bouncing around in between these bushes over here.
As if by some miracle, the skies opened up, revealing the sunlight, just long enough for me to snap a picture. And just like that, he was gone.
I think we just successfully captured the smallest bird in North America. Well, I mean, not captured. We got him on film. We got him on card. Pretty stoked.
I waited and waited. I looked and I looked, but he didn't come back. And so, with a mild sense of accomplishment, I knew it was time that I head back home. A few days later, when I got home, I finally had time to sit down and edit some of my favorite photos from the session. And here they are. If you'd like to see more of the images from today, check out my Instagram. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.